This is the Simpli Sisters Podcast. Girl, get in here, settle down, settle in, take up space and breathe. Come in this safe space where we believe in the power of sisterhood. We encourage truth and dialogue that promotes peace, clarity, and freedom. Join us here for conversations for the soul, because there is so much to talk about.
Hello, and welcome to Simpli Sisters Podcast. I'm Simpli Tammy.
And I'm Coach Gayl Benson. And I'm LaToya Frazier.
And today we'll talk about financial freedom and side hustles for women.
Listen, we want to teach you, or at least talk to you, to open your mind about accepting financial freedom, time freedom, and the side hustles that are easily for you to start your new business today.
Creating additional income is so important. You know, we have our main jobs, and it's so important for us to build businesses. And this is what we want to speak to you about today. And we brought our boss along today, who is going to help us explain to you why it's necessary.
Well, for starters, the economy is just crazy right now. We're several years post-COVID.
Yes.
But a lot of us were struggling before COVID, right? And some of us are still struggling today. So one of the things that I like to talk to folks about is being able to use your current skills and expertise to build additional streams of income. You know, so that's what we're going to touch base on today. And that is so near and dear to my heart, because that is what I do on a regular basis. And just to give you a little background for those of you that are not familiar with me, again, my name is LaToya Frazier. I'm also known as the CEO partner. And in a previous episode, we talked a little bit about my background in terms of how I left corporate America after 20 plus years to start my own business.
Right.
And one of the things that I thought that I needed to do when I started my own business was to learn all these new skills, right? Why am I taking time, money, resources to learn all these new skills when companies were paying me a great salary for the skills and expertise that I already had? So I had to hone in on that. And some people think of it as a side hustle or a hobby or whatever, however you want to paraphrase it or categorize it. If you are doing something that you like and love and you can monetize it and make money off of it, then do that. Now, let me tell you one thing about me. I'm not very creative by nature at all, but I have some wonderful friends that can just see something and make it come to pass. You know, I like stuff to look good and all of that. I just don't have that creative eye. So guess what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to spend my resources to pay somebody that they're good at doing that, right? So if you have a passion for, you know, something, or if you're good at something, that's the first thing that you can think about, or the first things you should think about when it comes to maybe creating a side hustle. Are you good at organizing? There's so many people that will pay you money to organize. Do you like to clean?
Right.
You know, you could start a cleaning business. Do you like to cook? Maybe you want to start some type of cooking service. So think about the things that you love to do, whether it's a hobby or, you know, whatever you want to call it. You know, and it comes so easy to you. You love to do it. People tell you that you should be making money doing this all the time. That will be the first thing that I would say to look at when it comes to being able to monetize a side business or a side hustle.
Yeah. Because a lot of people are sitting on gifts, and you don't realize they're gifts because you just automatically exude it. You automatically do it. And I is the word I'm looking for, innately. You innately do these things, and people seek you out, like LaToya mentioned, for these said things, and because you haven't identified it yet as a profitable skill. So what are you sitting on? You could be sitting, you keep saying these prayers, bring me the windfall, give me the abundance, but he gave it to you. It's up to us to evaluate ourselves, but we still got to look within. Everything starts within if you really take stock about it. And figure out what is it that you do that you enjoy doing. Because I think a lot of us have a misunderstanding that we can't enjoy what we do. we enjoy what we do. I promise you, we really do. And it's just a blessing to be able to sit here and come in here and work however long we're in here and have to get the job done.
Right.
It's because we love doing it.
Right.
And I think there's a misconception that you can't enjoy doing and making money from what you enjoy doing. And we want to help you turn your mind and change your mind about that because you have gifts. We all have gifts. So what is it that you're sitting on that could be profitable to you? What is it that you have access to that you could turn into a profitable business?
So when you speak about access, okay, a year and a half ago, I said to someone, I think I want to do a podcast. They said, well, I'm thinking about putting one together, right? So that happened, right? Well, when we're playing checkers, God is playing chess because I knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how God was setting it up.
Right.
And I had been writing and doing certain things, and God brought Gayl in my life, LaToya in my life, not knowing that He was maneuvering us to here.
He had a recipe for this.
He already had a recipe for this. So what I'm saying to you is move forward on what you're doing. I have my talent. Coach Gayl Benson has her talent. CEO LaToya Benson has her talent.
That's not LaToya Benson.
LaToya Frazier. Sorry. So anyway, and of course, Simpli has her talents, you know. So there's a lot of things that I love to do, you know. I love home design. I mean,
she's great at it.
I love it.
She shines. And trust, she getting ready to design. When I move in my new house, I'm paying her. Keyword, pay people for their time, their talent.
Yeah.
I will be paying Tammy to decorate my new home. Absolutely.
Yeah. So basically what we're saying is if you have a talent, move forward with it. Okay.
Yes.
It pays off. And the other thing that we do is we pray together. Okay. The other thing that we do, I ask questions. If I don't understand something, they were sitting here talking about something earlier. I just went, I heard it, I learned it, now I know. And I didn't have to ask a question because I was listening. So you have to listen, you have to pay attention. And that's also how you grow, okay? So I always speak about the divine. He will bring it together for you. You know, my new book, guess what? They taught me what I needed to know. I wrote the contents, but they helped me learn how to bring it together to fruition. So God will work with you to do the same thing. Also, managing money with confidence. I'm learning how to manage money. Okay? God has sat me down. Do not spend. I have something for you. Stop spending. My boss here says, when I say, stop at Wingstop, no. You have food at home.
We got McDonald's at home.
We got
Wingstop at home. Stop at home. Let me tell you something. This stoppers ain't got nothing on there. Oh, that coffee at home. I'll go get some of that right there.
We might need some after we
Will.
Listening, paying attention, and knowing who is leading you is so important.
Exactly. She's learning discipline.
Yes.
I'm very proud of you for mentioning your book because you never do. So thank you for mentioning your book in this session right here because that is something we're very proud of her for doing. I don't think I know you don't know, just a journey to bring that to fruition.
Oh yeah.
So it's phenomenal read. Please sign up and get your pre-order and get your name on the list today. What we're getting ready to do is also something that a lot of us don't want to talk about. And Tammy segued it in right in here. Is talking about finances.
Right.
A lot of us don't want to talk about money. A lot of us don't have a good relationship with money. And it's simply because of knowledge. It's some of the bad habits that we've picked up along the way or just a lack of knowing how money functions or how we function with money. We have to take responsibility on how we treat our money and what we allow money to do for us.
Right.
So we are going to come back on the other side and have that conversation with you. Don't be afraid. We're going to hold your hand, honey. It's a conversation that needs to be had.
Right.
How to change your relationship with money.
Right.
So we'll see you back on the other side. We'll be right back.
Hey, sis. Sister. You're the
Hello, and welcome back to the second part of this edition and Simpli Sisters Podcast. And so we were speaking to you about finances, and it is very important that when you're building a business, that you set that business up correctly. And that means your money correctly, your tax base correctly, your bank account correctly, your name correctly. It's so much involved in that. You get a business tax
ID number.
certificate and your bank account. You do not mix your business account with your personal account. Okay. That's so important. There are other things that you have to understand and know, put in your business in a trust and so forth, but you have to go and speak to a business lawyer or a business person who can help you with that. I won't go into that now because it takes a pretty minute to go into that. When you're taking in money, when you're selling items, there are certain what do you call them?
Payment methods.
Payment methods that you can use. There are different companies that you can use, and Coach Gayl Benson, LaToya Frazier, they're more knowledgeable in that area, so they can tell you more about that. And that's it.
Thank you. We appreciate that. No, but on a serious note, structure is important. It's like you building a home. It's however you lay that foundation is going to hold your home, the home that you plan to live in with your family for a long time, if it's your ever home or not. But structure is very important, and you always want to make sure, and my grandmother used to always say this, and now I understand, is that the foundation, if your neck is not strong enough to hold up your head, you're going to have an issue. So you want your neck, your foundation is going to be the neck that's going to hold up your business. So your business structure is very important for multiple reasons. For tax purposes, your business structure has to be important. For financial reasons and capital reasons, that you have to be set up in a certain way, just so you can't miss the mark on how you set your business up. So the things that Tammy mentioned, you got to have a business bank account, but first and foremost, file with your state, your Secretary of State, that your business name is available. Secure your name. Get your EIN. Get your fictitious name. Get your EIN number. Get your business bank account. Set up your payment models. And when I say payment models, I mean function as a business, not no neighborhood market money apps and all of that, doing all that side banking. We want real financial institutions that you can produce as record when you are filing your taxes, or whether you have to issue a P&L, which is a profit and loss statement, and when you're trying to get capital. These things are very important on how you set your business up, because there's a lot of people out here talking about doing business but not doing no business. So are you able to, how does your business look when you present it?
Right.
Because you are in business to make money.
Right.
You are in business to generate revenue and also get capital. There's money out there for you, but if you're not set up properly, you will not be eligible to get it.
Right. Part of that is an operating agreement for your business. That's important. So you need to look that up and have that structured properly. LLC, you do that.
S Corp, you got to figure that out. You got to reach out and get these questions answered, because all you know is not all you need to know. So, and LaToya Frazier, I know you have a lot to say about that.
Yeah, so I'll piggyback off of that as well. So talking about the different business structures, as long as you set up a structure as a business, you're good. Everybody has to start somewhere. Some people start out the gate as an LLC. If that's not what you need to do at this time in order to get a business set up, you can still set up as a sole proprietorship. You have to set up some type of business entity to get some of the capital that, Gayl was talking about. Rather, you're setting up as a nonprofit or for-profit. There are resources out here available where organizations not have to, but that's part of what they're doing in terms of grants and things like that. But you have to have your house, your structure in order for you to even qualify for some of these things. Gayl also talked about setting up your payment processors. Now, me personally, I don't do business by Cash App. So you want to make sure that you set up your payment processor. So when you're offering your products and services to people, you have a way and a means of collecting money. And then these tools also produce tax documentation at the end of the year, which makes it easier for you when you're filing your taxes.
So having a accountant that is a legal accountant, one that's good, one that's
not cousin Pookie from around the way.
Yes, there you go.
Who get creative and know how to get you money. No,
yes, you
it's
want
not
to
worth
have
it.
your books in order, and you want to have an accountant that will get you where you need to be legally, so that you don't get
pookied. Nothing against you,
you
Pookie.
do not want the
I do have a cousin named Pookie. Okay. I listen, wherever you at in Jersey, we ain't got nothing against you, Pookie.
Yeah.
But you ain't no CPA. So don't get Pookie with your business taxes. That is not a problem that you want to have.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Another thing that I would like to share is, this is something that Gayl touched on before we went to break initially, is about your relationship with money, right? So think about your relationship with money. And you have to be transparent and honest with yourself, right? Are you good with money? Are you not good with money? Are you good with saving? Are you good with doing what you need to do from a monetary perspective? If you can't manage $1,000, what makes you think that you can manage $100,000, right? So if you know that you are lacking in these areas, there are so many resources to help you get up to speed on being able to manage your money better. There's a lot of resources in your community. You have to do some research to, do some of these classes. Some of them may be free. Some of them may be low cost. But think about your current relationship with money. And sometimes it may stem from childhood, or, adulthood, or some other traumas that you've gone through when it comes to money. But you just have to be transparent with yourself. Do you have a budget? Do you know how to budget, right? And that's one of the things that I've always asked people when they're coming to me for business, for my business services. What's your budget? If you're trying to establish your own, side hustle, organization, whatever, or if you're just going out to purchase something, you still have to have a budget. Either way, think about it. You have to have a budget so you know how much money you have, how much you can spend on that thing, right? And then you also have to take into account some miscellaneous, because child, every time we budget something else come up. Something else come up. So do you have any wiggle room, any cushion? And, my background is a project manager, and sometimes I am responsible for the budget for said project. So I always have to put in a little wiggle room, because everything don't always happen the way that we plan it, right? So how much wiggle room do you have in your budget, right? Are we on the top end? Are we on the bottom end? So you have to look at these things when you're not just looking to do business for yourself, but also looking to go and support other businesses as well.
Well, and doing things off the cuff will cost you thousands of dollars.
Yes, off the cuff gonna have you off the radar. It's gonna be a mess, okay?
It is.
You and that cuff are not gonna turn out good.
It costs you down the road.
Yeah, it does. And it costs you so much more than you can even anticipate.
Because I'm still looking at some things right now. Yeah.
So, knowledge, reach out to people who have the information. Inbox us. We have access to a financial educator. If you want resources on how to get familiar and have a better relationship with money, because all you know about money is not all you need to know about money. How do you make money, your relationship with money better? And how does money work for you instead of us always trading our time for the money?
Yeah.
There's ways for us to have access to dollars, access to capital and resources. So reach out to us.
Monetize.
Podcast. Yeah, monetize. Take advantage of the things that are available to you. But you have to be talking to the right people. So if I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, we have access to those people. Email us and reach out to us. We'll be glad to do the connect so that you can have those conversations.
Yes. So that's good information.
You damn right that's good information.
Every time I sit with you all, I learn something new. So I got to go home and look at my baby, because I can't buy my Reese's cups.
Right,
listen.
Shawnee, the Reese's cup with the fake peanut butter. Remember?
Shawnee, I'm not eating that. So, well, there's something that they need to know, and it's called Profit First. And why we want to speak to you about Profit First. And Profit First helps you build discipline. It eliminates cash flow panic, makes business sustainable, forces leadership decisions, separates personal and business money, aligns money with purpose, which is what we just finished telling you here. This is very important. And so take everything that we've told you today and rewind, back it up, sit down, look at your books, look at your structure. I'm in the midst right now of looking at our structure and making sure everything's in order the way it should be. And
I just want to thank her for doing that.
Yes,
because that is not
Lord.
my jam.
Honey, that's not my
I am a huge advocate of everybody needs to stay in their lane. That is not my lane.
That is her lane.
Tammy, yeah, that is her.
not mine.
She's good at it. So we do a good job of staying in our lane. And one other thing that I wanted to share with Tammy's talking about Profit First. One of my business besties, baby, she is a beast when it comes to knowing her numbers.
Shout out, please.
And I'm going to shout her out. Dakisha C. Williams, the webinar queen. She is so good at knowing her numbers. And every year we take a look at this Profit First book and we kind of go through on, okay, what does this look like for us this year, right? So get you an accountability partner, right?
Ooh,
And, someone that can hold you accountable, someone that you can even go through this book with, because this is educating you on what you need to know from a financial perspective on what some things need to look like. Some of the things we talked about already, the business accounts, the bank accounts that you need. This Profit First book talks about the different types of bank accounts that you need and why. So find you a business bestie, an accountability partner that can help you as you're starting this journey, or if you're continuing the journey. Maybe you didn't do some things the way that you wanted to in the beginning, and maybe you need to start from scratch. So, find someone, reach out to us. We may be able to connect you with an accountability partner, or if we get enough interest, maybe there's something that we can do as a collective team together.
Right.
let me make sure if you're using your home as a business, you need to make sure that you set that up correctly, and you need to research using virtual addresses versus your home address.
Right.
And it makes a difference, because if you're sued or you have problems with someone, they can come in and take your home. I mean, you need to really research this stuff and look into trust and putting your businesses in trust and into holding companies. That's a whole nother beast, and that's something that we're going to be researching, that I'm already researching.
Yes.
So for protection. So do that as well.
Awesome. Well, we are so happy that you are here taking in this information. We are in this together. We are talking to you about things that we have had to grow through and go through.
Yeah.
So please, again, reach out to us. We can get you in touch with resources. Just collaborate. Like LaToya said, if the opportunity and the desire is there and the demand is there, we could get together and collaborate and get, put the minds together to make sure that you're set up for success and be the best you that you can be for yourself and for your business. This time, I want to say thank you, LaToya and Tammy. We want to say thank you for coming in and watching our podcast, Simpli Sisters Podcast. We are, I don't know what episode this is, but I want to say we've been doing this since January and we have been loving it. We are here because you show up, you engage, you like, you subscribe, and you share. Thank you for that. Please continue to do so. And we also want to guide you to our website, www.simplisisterspodcast, and find your way to the link for our Simpli Sisters Podcast t-shirts. These are the first prototype of the shirts. We want to get you in and gauge your interest. There's a link there where you can pre-order, sign up, let everybody know that you are part of the Simply Circle family. Get your Simpli Sister Podcast t-shirts.
Right.
We can't wait to see you wearing them and give us the feedback once you receive them. Take pictures, tag us in them.
Yes.
We can't wait to see it.
So many of you have asked for this product, so we're about to just put it out there for you. So.
Ask and ye shall receive. So here you go. We appreciate you all so much. We love it. We love that you're here. As you know, Tuesdays at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, our episodes launch and go live, and you can watch them at any time throughout the day, or to catch up on some episodes. But until then, we have to cut this one short. Go into the show notes. Meet us outside of the podcast platform. Go to our Facebook page. Join our Simply Circle family. And live events are coming soon. But until next week, we'll be back for Conversations for the Soul, because there's so much to talk about. Thank y'all for coming. Make it happen beautifully. Bye.
Bye-bye.